Vigilante or public menace? Who knows, but one thing is for sure, that Squirrel has a gun and is not afraid to use it. Squirrel with a Gun is a nutty sandbox shooter and puzzle platformer. Similar to Goat Simulator, you seek to cause mayhem in a neighborhood, but there are agents looking to take you out. Overall, I enjoyed my playthrough. It was a quick weekend kind of adventure, if you will. I wasn't expecting too much going in, but I left with some laughs and some enjoyable moments. A few things that I enjoyed would be the overall goofiness of the game. Of course, the idea is already funny, but adding the possibilities of different guns added to the whole experience. Along with the expected antics, the game thought of things that you may want to do and made it possible. For example, you see a basketball hoop and you want to shoot some hoops? Yes, you can do that. Actually need to do that for a golden acorn. Did you want to rob one of the many people walking around and sometimes getting in the way? You can do that as well, and they'll drop acorns that you use as currency in the game. If I had to pick my favorite moment or area from the neighborhood, I think it would be the gridiron area, or the football field. Not sure if the devs put this in strictly due to the clip of the squirrel quote-unquote scoring a touchdown in a college game, but it was fun to reenact that in the game.
I like his pad level, James. Open field runner.
Yeah. Hey, look at him go. The 20. Wes, he might do it. Wes, he's going to do it. Oh, my goodness, buddy, do it. Do it. Do it. Touchdown. Oh, man, he's my favorite squirrel.
As for boss battles, I think the Ratatoskar boss battle was the most interesting to me, which may be a little skewed because it was added after release, but having it in my first playthrough, I enjoyed it the most. While I did enjoy a lot of what the game had to offer, I did have some complaints. One being the ragdolls. For most part of the game, the ragdolls did not get in the way, and so they were not a problem for the most part. However, with the Ratatoskar update, there was a big climb to test what you learned during the game. While I did fall a lot due to my own skill, there were occasions where I did what I had to do for a section, but due to the ragdoll, I had to stop or else I would fall. In the grand scheme of things, the ragdolls didn't hinder me too much, but the potential was there. Another complaint that's a little bit more impactful would be the controls and the polish. In my opinion, there could have been a bit more polish in the game at certain times. For example, the camera became hard to control and would be detrimental. In a similar manner, jumping had a little bit of a learning curve, which you do get used to, but it can be frustrating at times. Something else that stuck out to me would be the limited amount of music available. You would get the same music for driving different vehicles, fighting different boss battles, or fighting in general, which does get repetitive over time. In the end, I can't get too mad at any of these because they weren't at the level of ruining the game for me. More like inconveniences that I had to work out or that I can get used to. Overall, Squirrel with a Gun was a fun weekend adventure that may have some bumps in the road, but is an enjoyable experience nonetheless. I think if you're looking for something short to play in between the more serious or intense games, give Squirrel with a Gun a try. Also, when checking on some details, I found out that the devs are still updating things and adding DLC. I was not aware of the Pride DLC that gives you a tank to ride around in, as well as 4 more bunkers to explore. If you have played or decide to play Squirrel with a Gun, I'd love to hear your favorite area of the neighborhood and which boss battle you enjoyed the most. I hope everyone enjoyed the video, and I hope to see y'all on the next one.